Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to apply the Lucy Minerals foundation. I have a custom shade here. It's named Courtney. It's like 55% Snow White, 45% light, so that makes it a light neutral. Here's what it looks like in the jar, and here's what the pressed version that I have looks like. I did film a video on pressing this, but I swear to God, it is the hardest foundation to press. I can press highlighters and eyeshadows all day without trouble, but getting this right is very tricky. So I filmed it and filmed it again, and I'm basically waiting for the foundations that I have created or that I pressed to dry to see if they turned out okay so that I can share my pressing method with you. Now, the typical way I have applied mineral foundation in the past is to take a kabuki brush and buff it on. If I do that with this foundation, it's too heavy coverage wise for me. That's part of why I pressed it to begin with. So what I'm going to show you on this side of the face is how I apply the pressed version. And just so you're aware, I am not affiliated with Lucy Minerals at all. I purchased all of this stuff myself. There was no blogger discount or anything. I bought during a sale that the company had. I just happen to really love this foundation because it's the first time in years I've been able to wear a mineral foundation. I did apply their Ambrosia for dry skin because I have dry skin a few minutes ago, and I let it sink in so that my skin would be primed and ready for makeup. For this side, I'm going to be using the Real Techniques stippling brush. And what I do is basically rub my brush in a circle on the foundation, and then I start putting it on my face like this. And I hope that you can see that it's covering up my redness without looking heavy, in my opinion. It's always weird when I do like half of my face and I'm trying to figure out where to stop on my nose, but I think you get the impression. So okay, so that's what it looks like if I just put it on half of my face with the stippling brush, and really I just kind of went like this with the stippling brush. I'm not sure if that's the best way to do it, but that's how I'm doing it. Now I'm going to put on the loose version. I'm going to tap a little bit into the lid, and I'm going to use the Urban Decay optical blurring brush. I actually haven't tried this brush with this powder before, but I figured I might as well. So I put a tiny amount into the lid, and I'm going to basically dip my brush in and then tap it off like I would if I was going to apply eyeshadow. So basically there's a little bit on the brush, and then I'm just going to, I guess, kind of go buff and circle and see how that works. I just had my eyelashes refilled today, so no eye makeup for me. This is the pressed version that I made, and I did add a little bit of something to it to give it a glow. And this is the loose version, which has nothing added. It's just the way Lucy Minerals makes it. And I do feel like both sides cover up my redness, which is my primary concern with foundation. What I would like out of my foundation is it to cover up my redness from my rosacea, and I would like the imperfections in my skin to be blurred, so you know that you can't see, like my pores don't look huge. And I would like it to not look like a mask. I would like it to not look like I've caked on a bunch of stage makeup. I would just like it to be a light coverage foundation. I feel like I get that with the Lucy Minerals if I go with a very light hand, and this brush is actually great, so I'm glad I gave it a try today. Let me get in closer so you can get a better look at my skin to see how well it does or does not cover up the pores. This is the pressed side. This is the loose side. Now, like with any mineral makeup, it takes like a few minutes for it to completely adjust to your skin and kind of meld in. But what I like about this custom mix is I feel like it does a really good job of matching with my skin tone. You may or may not know, but my chest and my neck are paler than my face because my face has the red overtone from my rosacea. So when I am looking for a foundation, I always try to match my chest and my neck so that I look like I'm all the same color rather than just a dark head floating above my pale body. So I feel like this does a really good job of matching, and even when it like dries down, I feel like it looks good. I'm not sure of the best way for me to use concealer if I'm using this foundation. I don't know if I should put concealer on first. I have a bunch of, different concealers. I've found right now that NARS Chantilly is probably my favorite concealer. I do really like the Cover FX Perfect Pencil, but since it's a pencil, it's only really good for like smaller areas. So like it's great for covering up like little zits, but, and that's not actually a zit, but whatever. It's great for stuff like little targeted areas, but I don't feel like I can use the Cover FX Perfect Pencil all over my face. I can use the Cover FX Blemish Stick, which is pretty good too, but I really like the NARS Chantilly, which is a liquid, since it's a really good match for my pale skin. I really wish NARS would make a foundation in that color, but that's a whole other story. Wait, now that I have this on, I'm going to take my hair down. So anyway, those are the two different ways that I apply the Lucy Minerals foundation. What do you think? How do you think it looks on my skin? Please be sure to let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, be sure you subscribe to my channel. I make new videos weekly. Thanks so much for watching.